Howdy folks, it's DIECAST here again, and I have something kind of, out of the ordinary I'd like to show y'all. It's diecast related, and it is a custom, but it's not exactly the custom you're thinking of. So, I kind of made this little car here. I know, it's destroyed. I made this car here, months and months ago, but I never showed it on my YouTube channel. So, I was thinking, maybe it's a good time to do that. And I have another car as well I'll be showing you, but I've kind of got into this thing of doing, wrecked customs, but I'll tell you the backstory of this car. So, this was actually the first Casey Kane car I had in the COTs, but the problem is that whenever I got it, this wing was chipped right here. So I was like, well, I can't do nothing about that. So what I actually did is I decided, you know what? I can't make a custom out because the wing side was broke off. Let's turn it into a wrecked custom. And so that's why I kind of tore it apart. I added a bunch of dirt and paint effects to it. I scraped it up, added some, dirt and kind of grime effects. Something you might see on a car sitting out in the woods for maybe a few years or so. Considering this is a COT, so it might have been out in the woods for 10 years. You can just see how the rust kind of just kind of tapers down and stuff like that. You can kind of just get a decent idea of what I was talking about, like right here. You can see the rust all around here. The corner panels all beat in. It's just rusting away. The winglet, the reason why, so like I said, the winglet, whenever I got this car, was already broken because I got it in like a package deal, so to speak. Like I got a bunch of cars in one deal. I just, it would look really weird just having a winglet broke off, so I made it look like maybe this car might have spun out and slammed the wall, and that's why this corner's kind of bent in. That's why I made it kind of like, I kind of wrinkled that up a little bit, that corner, to kind of give it that, like, it look it got into the wall and just busted it off. But, yeah, this is a very, I would say bad damaged custom. I mean, this part right here bugs me how that snapped, and as you can see, that was my first attempt trying to cut this thing apart. Yeah, bad idea. You gotta use some machinery to cut these things, not a freaking knife. But yeah, it's just all scraped up. It looks like it's been sitting in the woods. You can just see all the grime and stuff that has just been running down, just rotting out in the woods. But that's kind of what I did there. But another custom I made, a wrecked one, is actually out of Brad Keselowski's 2018 discount tire Ford Fusion. And this one has a backstory as well. So the reason why I did this to a perfectly good diecast is because they're going to be making the Mustang version of this in 2019, which I'll be reviewing on the channel as well. But the reason I did this is because if you go back and watch the first race in the Nascar Diecasts Cup Series, the Daytona 500 stop motion, this car was involved in a wreck. That video started this channel. It started Diecast Buffet on YouTube. So I felt like, you know what? I don't need this car anymore. Let's make just a wrecked custom out of it. And this is the car that wrecked in the first broadcast on Diecast Buffet. So in a way, it is a way to kind of pay tribute to what started this channel. And this one I like much better than the Casey Kane one because I actually used machinery on this one and actually went for it. Because what happened, the front got bent in, and then my idea for this race car is that it was in the Penske shop, and they cut off the whole nose of it, and they realized, we don't need the body anymore, you got the Mustang and stuff. So basically, they just threw it to the scrap heap. They just, sold it, and it just got parked out in the woods. Like, this is something you would just dump in the woods and just leave it there, pretty much. It's just pretty much a hollow body type of thing. There's no chassis, it's literally just the cockpit. Just pretty much a hollow body, just rotting away. You can see a little bit of a tire mark there on the side. A lot of rust damage up here. The back of the car, it's got some dents in it. It's pretty pretty beat up. It's something that's never going to be on the racetrack again. You can just see a lot of rust right here around the left rear. How it's just deteriorating slowly. Because, I mean, even if you put a brand new car out in the woods, if it's got, exposed metal and water's on it, it's going to corrode it, man. I mean, water can corrode brand new metal pretty easily. So, this thing, NASCARs are not built to be rust-proof, so just slowly rusting away, essentially, you know, dirt and stuff. You know, it's not all rust, some of it is dirt, but it's just, you know, it's just rotting away. And on the hood, you can kind of see how, like, maybe some, you know, water would be standing on it after it rains, and it just kind of leaves kind of a grime kind of look to it. You can see a little bit of rust damage here. I would like to get some rust around the cockpit of the car as well. That's something I might experiment with in my next damage custom. But, you know, this one I just wanted to go with kind of like just drop in the woods type of look, you know, like just a, you know, a race car. They just cut off the hood of it, dropped it out in the woods, and just left it there. That's kind of what I wanted to go with this. But, yeah, let me know what y'all think about these, you know, these damage customs. I know, I don't like destroying diecasts, I know, but at the same time, it is kind of fun to, you know, to kind of build one of these things because you let your imagination run wild. You know, the Casey Kane one, I'll admit, is not really that good, but I really am proud of this Brad Keselowski one because I had an idea in mind. I didn't just scrape it up, you know, didn't cut. I actually only made it, you know, scraped up in certain portions, like this side, you know, after the wreck, you know, maybe he got in the wall, maybe he touched another car or something like that, and there's like a rust spot right there. But, yeah, just you know, I wanted like a just left in the woods type of look. I'm very proud of it. I like how the grime is just kind of scattered around the car. Like, you can just see all the weathered dirt, and just, I really like that. I really like that look, and how the roof of the car isn't shiny. I actually deteriorated the gloss on it to give it that kind of, I wouldn't say, you can kind of tell how this side's, you know, much more glossy, and then you look at the roof and you can kind of just see how it's more like a satin. And that wasn't like that before. I actually fixed that because I wanted the roof to not leave shiny because that's when the water sits on it and just, you know, deteriorates it. But yeah, I just wanted to do something, you know, because this car was from the first broadcast on DIECAST buffet, so I felt like it would be, you know, a cool idea to kind of, you know, pay tribute to that and have a piece from that video. But yeah, that's going to be all for this video. If you liked the video, guys, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to DIECAST Buffet. I really do appreciate it, guys. Every subscriber, every view, every comment, you know, I really do appreciate it because it does help out the channel a lot. And I appreciate all y'all's feedback. So make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to DIECAST Buffet for more NASCAR-related content. Thank y'all so much again for watching. Hope you're having a great one out there. And DIECAST Buffet signing off.